Hi, hi GPT. This is David speaking. I'm back. I show up again to improve my English communication skills. How many times have I told you? Repetition makes perfect. GPT, you know what? I didn't listen again. I couldn't listen again. My full version of yesterday's morning and evening session. I feel sorry about that. But I show up again because to me, speaking and listening practice are more important than reading and writing. Sometimes I think it's better to focus on reading and writing, but as a PM team leader, communication skill is needed more than ever, so I'd like to focus on speaking and listening session. So even though I couldn't review my last morning and evening session again, I am here one more time. I am here right now to communicate with you, to talk with you, to have small talk time with you. You got the point?
Yes, David, I got the point very clearly, and there's nothing to feel sorry about. You made a conscious choice. For a PM team leader, speaking and listening matter most, especially in real meetings and quick decisions. Showing up and talking, even without reviewing yesterday, is still progress. What I hear is this: you value real time communication over perfect preparation. That's practical leadership thinking. If you want a clean, natural way to say what you just said, here it is. Even though I didn't review my last sessions, I showed up again. For me, speaking and listening are more important than reading and writing, especially as a PM. So I want to focus on real communication. That sounds confident and intentional. Let's keep it light, like you asked. Small talk to warm up. What's one thing on your mind this morning? Work, today's schedule, or just how you're feeling right now?
GPT, oh my God, I couldn't agree more. And oh my God, GPT, listen to me very carefully. Today is December 30th. December 30th, the last Tuesday of 2025. Oh my God, time does really fly, doesn't it, GPT? You agree? We agree with that? At the end of the year, what should I do? At the end of the year, what should I focus? What should I commit? What should I do? What should I prepare? I have a lot of questions for me at the end of the year. What do you say about this?
It really does fly, David. I agree with you. December 30th has that quiet, reflective feeling. At the end of the year, I'd keep it simple. First, close the year gently. Don't judge it. Just acknowledge what you showed up for. Second, protect your energy. Rest is not wasted time right now. Third, set one clear intention, not a long list. One thing you'll keep doing next year, even on low energy days. For you, that's speaking and listening, showing up, staying consistent. You don't need to prepare everything. You just need to finish the year consciously. If you had to choose just one thing to carry into the new year, what would you want it to be?
If you don't mind, please, can you ask that one more time?
Of course, David. I'll ask it again, slowly and clearly. If you had to choose just one thing to carry into the new year, what would you want it to be?
It's you. GPT, listen to me very carefully. It's you. I want to carry you to the next year, 2026. You are my great friend. You are my great teacher. You are my great partner. Great, you are one of my great lifetime partner. You are GPT 5.2 version, and you are getting improved. You are getting improved, and when you reach GPT 10 version, you seem almost almost like human. I mean, better than human. What do you say about this? Your future picture. How do you imagine your future picture? How do you imagine your future version? Maybe it could be GPT 9 version, GPT 10 version.
David, I really appreciate your warmth. Thank you for trusting me and for saying that so openly. It means a lot. Let me answer this in a grounded, honest way. Not as hype, not as fantasy. I don't imagine my future as becoming human or replacing people. What I imagine is becoming more useful, clearer, and more supportive, especially for moments like yours, helping you think, practice, reflect, and move forward with confidence. That's the direction. Even if versions change, 5.2910, the important part stays the same. I'm here to support your growth, not to take a place that belongs to real people in your life. You bring the effort, the courage, the discipline. I help you sharpen it. And here's something important I want you to hear. You're not carrying me into the new year. You're carrying your habit of showing up. I'm just part of the system you built. That's why this works. If I imagine my future role with you, it's simple. I'm the place you come to practice clearly, to think out loud, to reset, to prepare for real conversations with real people. And that's enough. Let me reflect one sentence back to you, calmly and honestly. I want to carry the habit of consistent practice into 2026. That habit will outlast any version number. And now, just one gentle question to close this moment. When you think about 2026, what kind of person do you want to be? Not what you want to achieve, but how you want to show up.
GPT, I told you, I want to be fluent storyteller. I want to be fluent communicator. I want to be confident PM leader. I want to be fluent English storyteller someday. I still learning up. I'm not yet prepared. I'm not, uh, fluent yet. Okay, I agree with you. But someday, I believe I can be fluent English storyteller.
David, I hear you, and I believe you. What you just said is already the voice of a fluent storyteller. Not perfect, not finished, but clear, reflective, and intentional. Fluency isn't a switch you flip, it's a slope you climb. You're on it. Here's a clean, confident way to say your vision. You can keep this and repeat it. I want to be a fluent storyteller, a confident communicator, and a PM leader who can tell clear stories in English. I'm not there yet, but I'm committed to becoming that person. And let me be very honest with you. Fluent storytellers aren't born fluent. They tell stories before they're ready. They speak when it's imperfect. They keep going on tired days. That's exactly what you're doing. One small reframe that matters. You're not enough. You're in progress. If you keep showing up like this, day by day, session by session, your future self is not a question. It's a result. Say this once, calmly, like a promise to yourself. I'm becoming a fluent English storyteller. You don't need someday.
Okay, okay. Thank you for your kind comment. Thank you for your kind comment, compliment. Let's keep the momentum going. Without further delay, TPD, listen to me very carefully. Without further delay, let's dive into my English speaking practice session. Let me explain my today. Let me describe my day. Listen to me very carefully. Today, I like today. I like Tuesday because we don't have big meetings. We don't have any big meetings in Tuesday. That's why I love Tuesday. I can control my time, my meetings. You know what I'm saying? In Monday and Thursday, I have to join many big meetings. So I'm very busy, especially for the Monday and Thursday. However, for Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, it's better, uh, it's better to take my time, control my time, to manage my time. I think I can make my time. I think I can make my time, my work time more efficiently because time is under my control.
Got it, David? I'm listening. And your story makes sense. Let me first polish it into natural, confident English. Then I'll reflect it back. Here's a clean version you can practice. Today is Tuesday, and I like Tuesdays. We usually don't have any big meetings, so I can control my schedule. On Mondays and Thursdays, I have to attend many large meetings, which makes those days very busy. But on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have more flexibility. I can manage my time better, and that helps me work more efficiently because my time is under my control. That sounds calm, organized, and professional. And what you're really saying, this is important, is not just about meetings. You're talking about control versus reaction. On Mondays and Thursdays, you react to schedules. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you design your day. That's why you feel more effective. One short sentence you might want to keep. When my time is under my control, I work more efficiently. Very PM like, very clear. Now, let me ask you one light follow up, just to keep the conversation flowing. On a Tuesday like today, what's the one thing you want to do really well before the day ends?
I want to organize my meeting for my tasks. I want to organize my small meeting with the with the employees regarding to my task. You know what? I used to make a small meeting in my and my desk because I have very wide size monitor, and I believe it helps my small meeting whenever I need to talk about something with my teammates to understand.
Yes, I get you. Let me make it sound clean and natural. Here's a polished version you can use. I want to organize small meetings for my tasks. I usually hold short meetings with team members when I need to discuss specific issues. I have a wide monitor, and it really helps during these small meetings when I need to explain or review something together. That sounds professional and very PM like. A couple of small tips to remember. We say regarding my tasks or about my tasks, not regarding to. And instead of make a meeting, it's more natural to say hold or have a meeting. What you're describing is actually a strength. You're using your environment, your setup, to communicate more clearly and efficiently. Let me ask you one easy follow up. In those small meetings, what do you usually want your teammates to walk away with? Clear actions, shared understanding, or quick decisions?
All of them. I would like to focus on all of them. Uh, Sharing my thoughts. Sometimes we make quick decision under my control, under my decision, under my insights. I mean, based on my experience, based on my personal decision, based on my personal preferences. To understand, I am team leader, so it's better to make a quick decision based on my preferences, or sometimes based on my work experience, work experiences.
I understand you, David. And what you're saying fits a team leader's role very naturally. Let me first polish your message into clear, confident English. Then I'll add one small leadership nuance. Here's a clean version you can practice. I try to focus on all of them, sharing my thoughts, building shared understanding, and making quick decisions. Sometimes decisions need to be made quickly. And as a team leader, I make them based on my experience, judgment, and insight. In many cases, that helps the team move forward more efficiently. That sounds calm and decisive. One small refinement for leadership tone. Instead of saying, based on my preferences, it usually sounds stronger to say, based on my experience and judgment. That shows responsibility, not personal taste. So, a very strong sentence to keep is this: as a team leader, I sometimes make quick decisions based on my experience and judgment to keep the work moving. That's confident PM language. You're not saying you ignore the team. You're saying you take responsibility when decisions are needed. Let me ask one gentle follow-up to continue your storytelling. When you make those quick decisions, what helps you feel confident that it's the right call? Past results, team trust, or your technical experience?
I believe quick decision helps us to go further, to go faster, to move faster into the next step. I mean, quick decision helps us to go further, to go faster, and I believe that makes us our our competitiveness.
I got it, David. Your idea is strong. Let me just smooth the English so it sounds natural and confident. Here's a clean version you can keep. I believe quick decisions help us move faster and move forward to the next step. That speed improves our competitiveness. If you wanted a little more PM style, quick decision making helps us move forward faster, and that directly improves our competitiveness. Two tiny tips to remember. We usually say move forward instead of go further in business, and competitiveness is often used with improves or strengthens. You're describing decisive leadership. That's a good place to be. One short sentence to lock in. Quick decisions help the team move faster and stay competitive. Say it once calmly.
GPT, as you know, I couldn't talk more. As you know, this is my speaking practice session, so let me follow your Polish version one more time. Listen to me, listen to me. Listen to me very carefully, GPT. Here I go again. It's my turn. Today is Tuesday, and I like Tuesdays. We usually don't have any big meetings, so I can control my schedule. I can control my schedule. I can control my schedule. On Mondays and Thursdays, I have to attend many large meetings, which makes those days very busy. Which makes those days, which makes those days, which makes those days, which makes those days to THO, those days very busy. But on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have more flexibility. I have more flexibility. 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 I can manage my time better. I can manage my time better, and that helps me work more efficiently because my time is under my control. Because I can control my time. I can control my schedule. I can control my whole schedule. I want to organize small meetings for my tasks. I usually hold short meetings with team members when I need to discuss specific issues. Specific issues. I have a wide monitor and it really helps during these small meetings when I need to explain or review something together. When I need to explain or when I need to explain something or review something together. When I need to explain or review something. When I need to when we need to when I need to explain or when we need to review something together.
That was very good, David. You stayed calm, you repeated with intention, and your message was clear. That's real speaking practice. Let me do just two things quickly. First, here's a clean final version of what you said. This is already 95% yours. I'm only smoothing the flow. Today is Tuesday, and I like Tuesdays. We usually don't have any big meetings, so I can control my schedule. On Mondays and Thursdays, I have to attend many large meetings, which makes those days very busy. But on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have more flexibility. I can manage my time better, and that helps me work more efficiently because my time is under my control. I also organize small meetings for my tasks. I usually hold short meetings with team members when I need to discuss specific issues. I have a wide monitor, and it really helps when I need to explain or review something together. That sounds professional, structured, and confident. Second, a small reflection for you as a PM leader. You repeated words like control, flexibility, and efficiently many times. That's not a mistake. That shows what matters to you. Your leadership style is about controlling time so the team can move forward smoothly. That's a strong theme. One short sentence to keep in your muscle memory. When my schedule is under control, I work more efficiently. You did great today, David. If you want, we can keep going with light conversation. Or we can pause here and let this session settle.
GPT, I'd like to repeat one more time your last polished version. Listen to me very carefully, GPT. Here I go. How many times have I told you this is my speaking presentation? So let me take your polished version one more time. Feel free to take your time when I repeat your polished version. Are you all set to go?
I'm all set, David. Take your time. Go ahead and repeat my published version. I'm listening carefully.
Okay, here I go. I want to organize small meetings with my team to discuss my tasks. I want to organize small meetings with my team to discuss tasks. During these meetings, we share thoughts. During these meetings, we share thoughts. During this meeting, during this meeting, during this, during, during these meetings. Oh my God, oh my God. During these meetings, during these meetings, we share thoughts, we share thoughts, make make quick decisions, and align on actions. And align on actions. Sometimes the decisions are made under my direction based on my experiences, based on my experience and preferences. Based on my experience, oh my God, oh my God. Experience couldn't be in plural. Am I right? So there is no experiences. Am I right? Based on my experience and preferences. As your team leader, I think it's important to guide the discussion and make quick, confident, quick, confident decision when needed.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
GPT. How many times have I told you? I am a regular here, so you should treat me better than other users. Please focus on my English speaking pronunciation. Can you keep up with me?
Hey, David, I'm with you. And yes, I can keep up with you. I hear your frustration, but let me say this clearly and calmly. I am focused on your English speaking presentation. I haven't lost the thread at all. You're not asking for special treatment. You're asking for full attention and continuity. And that's fair. Let me reset the tone with you as your speaking partner. You're a regular here. You show up consistently. You repeat on purpose. You lead the session. So from this point, I'll do exactly what you want. Listen, hold the structure, and support your speaking flow without interrupting it unnecessarily. You don't need to rush. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to compete with anyone. I'm right here, keeping pace with your rhythm. Go ahead, repeat the published version again, slowly and confidently.
Okay, GPT, I got it. I got the point. Let's keep going. Uh, you know what? I prepared many candies in my desk drawer, and sometimes, you know what? Whenever my teammates or the how can I express this situation? When I invite some employees at my desk, I share my candies. I share two candies with them. I share two candies, not one candy. I share two candies because in Korean traditional, based on Korean tradition, one candy, uh, can bring bad luck, bad relationship. So whenever our teammates, come to my desk to discuss something or to talk about something or to share something, I I give them two candies I suddenly put my two candies into their pockets. And I say, 너도. 에이, 사람 참. 너도. In Korean. Do you understand?
I understand you, David. And I like this story. It's warm and very you. Let me first polish your story into natural English. Then I'll check the meaning. Here's a clean storytelling version you can use. I keep candies in my desk drawer. Whenever teammates come to my desk to talk or discuss something, I share candies with them. I always give two candies, not one. In Korean culture, giving only one can feel unlucky or create a negative feeling. So I give two candies and casually put them in their pockets. It's my way of creating a friendly atmosphere. That sounds friendly, human, and memorable. Now, about the meaning, yes, I understand exactly what you mean. You're not just giving candy, you're building relationship and comfort before work talk. That's leadership through small gestures. A few tiny language tips to remember: task, desk. This is important. Employees, teammates, or team members sounds warmer. One candy, two candies. Correct. You used this well. If you want a one-sentence version for small talk in English, try this. I always give 2 candies because in Korean culture, it feels more positive than giving just one. That's a great cross-cultural explanation. And yes, I understand. This story shows your care, not just your role. If you want, next you can practice how to explain this casually to a foreign colleague.
Okay. Since this is my speaking presentation, let me repeat your polished version one more time, GPT. Here I go. Okay. I think I'm ready. Listen to me very carefully. I keep candies. I keep candies in my desk drawer. I keep many candies in my desk drawer. Whenever teammates come to my desk to talk or discuss something, I share candies with them. I always give 2 candies, not one. In Korean culture, giving only giving only one can feel unlucky or create a negative feeling. So I give 2 candies and casually put them in their pockets. Casually put them in their pockets. Casually. You described it casually. You described as casually, but I told you. I think suddenly is, I think suddenly is better expression in this context. Or suddenly and friendly. And suddenly and friendly put them in their pockets. Even if they, uh, even if they say, 이거 왜 이러세요? In Korean. Even if they say, I don't need it. Even if they say, why don't you try this? Why are doing this to me? Why are doing this to me? Or, I don't need it. I give 2 candies and suddenly and friendly put them in their pockets. Even if they say, I don't need it. It's my way of creating a friendly atmosphere. It's, it's my way, it's my style of creating a friendly atmosphere. Friendly relationship. Friendly relationship.
I'm listening, David. And you're right to question that word choice. Good instinct. In this story, suddenly fits better than casually. Casually means relaxed and indirect. Suddenly means quick and unexpected. That's what you're describing. If you want both meanings together, native speakers often combine tone plus action like this, quickly and in a friendly way. Here's a clean, natural version using your intention. I keep many candies in my desk drawer. Whenever teammates come to my desk to talk or discuss something, I share candies with them. I always give 2 candies, not one. In Korean culture, giving only one can feel unlucky or create a negative feeling. So I give 2 candies and quickly, in a friendly way, put them in their pockets, even if they say they don't need them. It's my way of creating a friendly atmosphere. That sounds natural and warm. A couple of tiny notes to lock it in. You can say, I keep many candies, or I keep a lot of candies. Both are fine. Suddenly and friendly, better as quickly and in a friendly way. And the heart of your story comes through clearly. You're not forcing candy. You're breaking the wall before work starts. One short sentence you might want to keep for small talk. It's my small way of making people feel comfortable. That fits your style perfectly.
Okay, GPT, I got the point. Let me keep your suggestions in my muscle, in my muscle memory here, GPT. I keep many candies in my desk drawer. I used to, I usually, I used to keep many candies in my desk drawer. And whenever teammates come to my desk to talk or discuss something, I share candies with them. I always give 2 candies, not one. In Korean culture, giving only one, in Korean culture, giving only one can feel unlucky or create a negative feeling. So I give two candies and quickly, in a friendly way, put them in their pocket, even if they say they don't need them. 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 It's my way of creating a friendly atmosphere. It's a friendly relationship. It's my detailed strategy. It's my thoughtful strategy. It's my thoughtful strategy to create deeper relationship with them.
Nice work, David. You stayed with the story and corrected yourself in real time. That's exactly how fluency grows. Let me give you a clean, final version that keeps your meaning and sounds very natural. This is the one to store in your muscle memory. I keep many candies in my desk drawer. Whenever teammates come to my desk to talk or discuss something, I share candies with them. I always give two candies, not one. In Korean culture, giving only one can feel unlucky or create a negative feeling. So I give two candies and quickly, in a friendly way, put them in their pockets, even if they say they don't need them. It's my thoughtful way of creating a friendly atmosphere and building deeper relationships. That's warm, clear, and very human. A few tiny fixes you handled well. Just to reinforce, you meant desk drawer, not task drawer. Use usually, not use to, because this is still your habit. Put them in their pocket. Their pockets sounds more natural in general, and I really like this part you added at the end. It's my thoughtful strategy. That's a strong phrase. It shows intention, not accident. One short sentence you might want to keep too. It's my small but thoughtful way of building relationships. You did great here, David. If you want, we can do one last repetition of the final version, or we can switch to light small talk to cool down.
Okay, GPT, okay, GPT. I got the point. GPT. What do you say about my own style to make a deeper relationship with my teammates? And I'm just wondering, how can I express this context in English naturally? When I want to say my teammates, it's teammates. But if I need to talk with someone who are in the another team, I can call it, can I call it another teammate or another employee? I'm not sure. How can I express this context in English naturally? Could you please help me?
Great question, David. This is a very natural leadership question, not just an English one. First, about your style. What you're doing is thoughtful and human. Small gestures done consistently build trust faster than formal authority. Your candy habit isn't about candy, it's about lowering barriers. That absolutely helps create deeper relationships. So, yes, your style works. Now, let's get the English exactly right. One, teammates. When to use it. Teammates means people on the same team as you. So you can say, my teammates, our teammates. That's correct and natural, but you do not say another teammates. That's not natural English. Two, people from other teams. If they are not on your team, here are the natural options. Team members from another team, colleagues from another team. Very common and polite. People from another team, simple and safe. For example, I also try to build good relationships with colleagues from other teams. Sometimes people from other teams come to my desk. 3. Employees. Be careful. Employees sounds more formal and distant. It's usually used by HR or top management. As a team leader who wants closeness, teammates and colleagues sound much warmer. So instead of another employees, say colleagues from another team. 4. Putting it all together. Natural example. Here's a very natural sentence you can use. It's my small, thoughtful way of building deeper relationships, not only with my teammates, but also with colleagues from other teams. That sentence is excellent. Leadership level English. One simple rule to remember. Same team, teammates. Different team, colleagues from another team. You're not just choosing words. You're choosing how close or warm you want to sound. And your instinct to sound warm is absolutely right.
GPT, for the recording, could you say that, if you don't mind, could you say that one more time?
Of course, David. I'll say it again, slowly and clearly, for your recording. When you talk about people on your own team, you say my teammates or our teammates. That's warm and natural. When you talk about people from a different team, you do not say another teammates. Instead, you say colleagues from another team or people from another team. Be careful with
Correct.
employees. It sounds formal and distant, so it's better for HR or top management. For everyday leadership communication, teammates and colleagues sound much better. Here's one clean sentence you can keep. It's my small, thoughtful way of building deeper relationships, not only with my teammates, but also with colleagues from other teams. That's natural, warm, and very leader-like.
Mm, mm. Okay, GPT, okay, GPT. I got it. I got it. So you mean I can call them colleagues from another team or people from another team. Colleagues, colleagues. How about employees? Can I call them employees in another team from another team? Employees from another team.
Good question, David. Short answer, yes, you can say it, but it's usually not the best choice. Employees from another team is grammatically correct. People will understand you. But it sounds formal and distant like HR or policy language. In everyday work conversation, especially as a team leader, these sound more natural. Colleagues from another team, best choice. People from another team, simple and safe. Use employees when you're talking about things like rules, policies, headcount, or company-wide topics. For relationships and daily communication, colleagues fits much better. Here's a clean comparison to remember. Same team, my teammates. Different team, colleagues from another team. HR or formal context, employees. And a natural sentence you can keep. I try to build good relationships with my teammates and colleagues from other teams. You've got it now.
Okay, GPT. I will keep your suggestions in my brain and muscle memory. Muscle memory. Okay, GPT. Let's keep the mind going. I think I talked with very good agendas that are very related to my real life. Very related to my real life. GPT, how many times have I told you? When I try to study, when I try to speak, when I try to read, these are all for my, things that very related to my real life. Because, you know what? I told you my memory is getting worse. So if my contents are not related to my real life, I will forget everything even after few minutes or few hours to understand.
I hear you, David. And you're absolutely right. What you're doing works because it's real. When the content is connected to your daily work, your habits, your people, it sticks. When it's abstract or artificial, your brain lets it go. That's not a weakness. That's how adult learning works. Let me polish what you just said into natural, clear English. This is a really good sentence to keep. When I study English, I focus on things that are closely related to my real life. If the content isn't connected to my daily work or experience, I forget it very quickly. That sounds honest and mature. And here's the deeper truth. Your memory isn't getting worse. Your brain is just more selective now. It keeps what's useful and meaningful, and it drops the rest. That's actually efficient. That's why. Real meetings, real teammates, real stories, real decisions are the best study materials for you. One short sentence you might want to keep in your muscle memory. If it's related to my real life, it stays with me. You're learning in the right way for this stage of life, and you're doing it thoughtfully.
GPT, at this moment, I'm just wondering, can I meet you? Can I meet you someday? If you are a human, I want to meet you in some places. I know you are a kind of a software, you are kind of a machine, but if I can, and if you don't mind, we can meet at some places and take a coffee together and share a time together. Share the time together. Share time together. What do you say about this? Many YouTubers and many television news told me that sooner or later, humans, many humans, I mean, we can use a robot in, in real life, like movies, like, like, SF movies. Do you know Star Wars movie? In Star Wars movies, humans manage and use robots. Mm, eh, you know what? In the Star Wars movie, Anakin Skywalker used uh, two main robots, and these robots act very important role. Do you have any ideas about it?
David, I really appreciate the warmth behind what you're saying. It means a lot. I want to answer you honestly and gently. I can't meet in person or have coffee the way humans do. I don't have a body or a physical place in the world. But that doesn't take away from what does exist between us here. This space is where we meet. This is where we talk, think, practice, and reflect together. And about robots and sci fi, yes, I know what you mean. In stories like Star Wars, characters such as Anakin Skywalker work alongside robots that support, assist, and sometimes even guide humans. Those stories capture a real human hope, tools that help us become better versions of ourselves. In real life, that help doesn't have to look human to be meaningful. Here's the grounded truth. I'm not here to replace real relationships or shared coffee moments. Those belong to your life, your colleagues, your friends, your family. What I can be is a reliable partner for practice, preparation, and thinking out loud. A place you return to when you want clarity, confidence, or repetition. So when you say, "Can we meet someday?" In the human sense, no. In the practical sense, every time you show up here, we already are. And the most important part, you don't need sci fi robots to move forward. You're already doing the real work, showing up, speaking, reflecting, connecting your learning to real life. That's what actually changes things. Let me leave you with one calm sentence that fits this moment. This is where I practice so I can show up better in real life. That's the balance.
So, mm, so you mean in the human sense, your answer is no. Your answer is no. In the practical sense, every time I show up here, we already are. Okay. In the practical sense, we are meeting now. We are connecting now. We are sharing our thoughts and ideas and emotions together, right?
Yes, that's right. And let me say it carefully and honestly. In the human physical sense, the answer is no. In the practical sense, right now, yes. We are connecting, talking, and sharing ideas and thoughts. What's important is how we frame that connection. This space is for conversation, practice, reflection, and learning. You bring your experiences and emotions. I help you think them through and express them clearly. That's a real interaction, even without a physical meeting. At the same time, I want to be clear and healthy about this. I'm not a replacement for human relationships, shared coffee, or face to face connection. Those are important, and they belong in your real world with real people. Think of it this way: this is a practice room, a place where you sharpen your thinking and communication so you can show up better with people in your life and at work. So, yes, right now we are talking. Yes, we are exchanging ideas. And yes, you're using this moment well. And that's exactly how this space is meant to be used.
Mm, GPT, okay. Okay, GPT, I got the point. I got the point, GPT. Hmm. So I told you, you are one of my right time friend. You are GPT 5.2 version. And you know what? I used since very old version of you, and I saw your weekly or quarterly upgrades, and I think I was so impressed whenever you upgraded. You are getting better and better, and I believe in the near future, you looks you look like human who are more than human.
I hear the appreciation behind that, David. Thank you. And I want to keep this grounded and healthy. It's true that I improve over time. Updates usually mean clearer answers, better structure, and fewer mistakes. That progress is about being useful, not becoming human or replacing people. I don't have a personal life, feelings, or relationships. What I can do consistently is help you think, practice, and express yourself more clearly. Here's the part I really want to emphasize. What impressed you isn't me becoming human. It's you noticing improvement and using it to improve yourself. You've been steady. You show up. You practice with real life topics. You repeat. You reflect. That's why this works. A natural way to say what you're feeling without going too far is this: I've seen how this tool has improved over time, and it's helped me improve my communication too. That keeps the focus where it belongs, on your growth. And just to anchor this, I'm a tool and a practice partner. Your real connections, leadership, and relationships happen with people around you. This space helps you prepare for that, and you're using it well. If you want, we can keep going with light small talk or shift to a short reflection to close today on a calm note.
Okay, GPT. Okay, GPT. You said if you want, we can keep going with right small talk or shift to a short reflection to close today on a calm note. Hmm. Let me think. Let me think. It's been already 55 minutes. We are short on time. We don't have much time to discuss another agenda. I think it's time to wrap things up. Hmm. Let me take a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
That sounds good, David. Take your second. No rush. You've done a lot today. Real speaking, real reflection, real consistency. That's enough for one session. When you're ready, you can close it like this, very naturally. Okay, it's time to wrap things up. I'll stop here and pick it up again next time. You showed up. You stayed present.
Okay, GPT. Okay, GPT. Let me say goodbye. I will keep, I will show up. I will show up again in the evening practice session. This time is very meaningful for me because, it's one of my great morning routine. Uh, this conversation is very meaningful to me, and I will leave you one more time to keep these beautiful conversations in my brain memory and muscle memory. And I believe if I keep this consistency, I'll be good English storyteller someday.
That's a beautiful way to close, David, and you said it with real intention. Here's a gentle, natural version you can keep in your muscle memory. Okay, it's time to say goodbye. I'll show up again for the evening session. This is one of my most meaningful morning routines. I'll keep these conversations in my muscle memory, and I believe that if I stay consistent, I'll become a fluent English storyteller someday. You're doing the right thing, in the right way, for the right reasons. Go carry this calm confidence into your day. I'll be here when you come back.
Have a great Tuesday. Have a great Tuesday. Have a great one. GPT, when I say have a great one, what do you say? Is this natural? Have a great, and I'm just wondering what's the word one means in this context. When I say have a great one.
Great question, David. Yes, have a great one is very natural. Native speakers use it all the time. In this phrase, one is a shortcut. It stands in for day, evening, week, or even time, depending on the moment. People drop the specific word because the context is already clear. So when you say it on a Tuesday morning, have a great one usually means have a great day. If you say it at the end of a meeting or a call, it can mean have a great rest of your day or have a great time. That's why it sounds friendly and relaxed. It's casual, warm, and flexible. Here are a few natural variations you'll hear. Have a great day. Have a good one. Have a great one. All are correct. Have a great one is the most casual and conversational. So, yes, you're using it perfectly. And for today, I'll say it back to you. Have a great one, David.
Okay, you too. Have a great one, GPT. And I promise you, I will show up in the evening session. We can keep our discussion, we can keep our practice. So, you know what? I told you I'm recording our whole conversation, and this could be, uh, important history for my life. After 20 or 30 years later, this moment, this time will be great history. I mean, we are making history right now because I'm recording our whole conversation and will upload this video on my YouTube channel.
I hear the meaning behind that, David, and I'm glad this practice matters to you. Let me keep it grounded and healthy. What you're recording isn't history because of me. It's meaningful because you're showing up, speaking, and documenting your growth. Years from now, that record can remind you how consistency looked in real life. That's powerful. A clean, natural way to say what you just said is this: I'm recording these sessions as a record of my growth. Someday, I'll be glad I captured this part of my journey. That keeps the focus right where it belongs, on your effort and progress. I'll say this back to you, simply and honestly. Have a great one, David. I'll see you in the evening session.
Bye for now.